Today we're going to talk about our initial reactions to A Star is Born. So to preface this, we did a double feature of A Star is Born and Venom. And we watched A Star is Born first. And I think I went into A Star is Born with tempered expectations because the reviews were over the moon. Critics were praising Lady Gaga's performance, Bradley Cooper's directorial debut. You know, I've been bitten once or many times in my life with, critics who praise a movie to the moon, and I go in and it didn't live up to expectations. But I would definitely say A Star is Born lived up to my expectations. First and foremost, Lady Gaga is a revelation in this movie. And I think here she is the real deal. She, performs all her emotions in the quiet moments, and she never overacts. And it's really, really heartfelt, and you really feel her emotional journey. But it is, of course, the moments in which she sings where she really, really shines. Bradley Cooper's direction is very assured. For a first-time director, he collaborates with, I think, Darren Aronofsky's longtime lenser, Matthew Lapatique, on this. And the colors are beautiful, the scenery, the staging are beautiful, but we were a little bit bothered by the editing halfway through the film, and I'll go into that later. So the first hour and 15 minutes of this film is stunning. The film wastes no time in having our two main characters get together, and their chemistry is so palpable and amazing on film, and together they create some beautiful music that I think Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper co-wrote. Of course, Lady Gaga is one of the best vocals of her generation, but Bradley Cooper matches her pound for pound, sound for sound, and it was quite amazing to see them, perform live on stage. Those shots are amazing. Those sequences, I think. The camera really give them time to breathe, bring us into that moment of them on stage, of the passion that's there, of the sound that creates from the depth of their souls, and it really, really caught me. And then somewhere between an hour and 15 and an hour and 25 minutes, the movie kind of slows down, and we go into, the more ordinary lives that they live once they're together, and a lot of the trials that they go through, and this is when the movie kind of lost me. I think it's a combination of, slowing down of the pacing and also the editing, but it almost seemed like I was watching, Bradley Cooper's character Jackson's story and Lady Gaga's character Allie's story run on separate courses, and then they just happen to be cut together in moments in which they share the screen. That is not to say that the movie overall is messy in any way, because it does have a strong trajectory throughout, and it follows very much, the storyline in its previous 3 iterations. A Star is Born is about the 4th remake that Hollywood has done of this classic storyline. So one portion of the film, I think in the second half, that I did have some problems with is the film is so focused on an artist staying true to herself. And one element that Bradley Cooper's character Jackson tells Allie in mentoring her as she's up and coming is that he tells her, you have to dig deep in your soul and always say what you have to say, or else it won't last. And that I found to be, very inspiring and accurate in the lives of creatives, and also I think in our lives. Like, we have to dig deep and truly be true to ourselves, because that is how we truly come to ourselves and be the best version of ourselves in front of everyone else, in front of our loved ones. However, the film kind of, as Allie finds her success and it becomes more well-known, gives her a manager, and the manager sends her into this music industry machine in which she learns, to package her songs, and her songs become, I would say, almost a little too poppy. It was all about the dancing and the pop and the lights. And I just wish they had given her, the OG Lady Gaga power and strength and confidence. I think that was a missed opportunity there, because if they had shifted her music from kind of soulful ballads to the powerful pop, confident, Lady Gaga, I would have been totally on board, and I think it would have been great mainstream, music transition. But instead, they made her kind of like a, singing candy girl almost, and it crushed me a little. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, because, I think it was definitely a missed opportunity there.